Titus Andronicus is a play that demonstrates early modern English dexterity in constructions of race and racial difference. And because it's one of Shakespeare's earliest plays, it helps to give a sense of how that dexterity informs his subsequent work. When I teach Titus, I focus on his interest in racial mixing. Students are sometimes surprised to see mixed race identity represented in a text that's over 400 years old. Students often imagine Shakespeare's London as a homogeneous place. But Titus shows that not only was early modern England more diverse than is often understood, a reality increasingly supported by archival work, but also that familiarity with difference was already being leveraged in Shakespeare's time to represent and animate understandings of race. One of the first moments I bring students' attention to initially seems to confirm that something like racial mixing was unfamiliar to the Elizabethan English. Early in the play, Lavinia finds Aaron the Moor and Tamora the Goth alone in the forest. She already suspects their relationship, and when she finds them alone, she tells Tamora, quote, "'Tis thought you have a goodly gift in horning, and to be doubted that your Moor and you are singled forth to try experiments." The word experiments is an odd way to describe a relationship, interracial or otherwise. It suggests that Aaron and Tamora are engaged in something new and untested. Working through this moment with students, I also highlight the phrase singled forth, which immediately describes the pair's deviation from the rest of the group in the scene, but also characterizes their relationship as singular. Rather than confirm a view of the period as new to or naive about race, this moment, I explain to students, shows us one mode out of a range of ways mixed race identity is represented in the period. Aaron and Tamora's relationship isn't even singular in the world of the play. When the pair's child is born with darker skin, indicating that Aaron rather than Saturninus is the father, Aaron suggests swapping the child for another mixed race infant. This child, born to his countryman Melitius, is, he says, fair as Tamora's sons, Chiron and Demetrius. Racial mixing is ostensibly being used here to propose a frightening possibility for an early modern England that frequently trafficked in and furthered racist ideas. But there is also a matter-of-fact sense of the somatic possibilities of both inter- and intra-racial procreation. Aaron demonstrates as much when he's overheard wishing his child was born with his mother's look, and telling the child, quote, "Where the bull and cow are both milk white, they never do beget a coal-black calf." These kinds of casual observations appear drawn from contexts in which mixed race identity isn't treated as either experimental or profoundly consequential. I bring students' attention to these moments in the text to give them a better sense of early modern English familiarity with race and racial difference, as well as to help them consider the inconsistent ways that race operates in the world around them. In particular, Titus's tendency to play up the significance of mixed identity helps students think through how mixedness often registers differently today depending on the context, sometimes being framed as meaningful and other times not registering at all, especially in a moment like our present, when mixed race identity is sometimes framed as a late 20th and early 21st century phenomenon. Seeing it represented in an Elizabethan play can encourage students to investigate the past as a way to better understand the present.